Welcome to Real Bass Lessons, Technique Tuesday. Today we're going to go back again to some fundamental technique to learn on the electric bass. Triads all over the instrument. This type of practice is the thing that if you'll practice this on a daily basis, forever, just make it a part of your practice routine, it will help you master the fingerboard and just be more comfortable in any style of music you choose to play. Some people don't seem to understand that foundational concept of building technique and solidifying it. They play a song and go, look at me play the song. That's cool. Then they learn another song. But after a while they wonder why they are not better players. They're just learning songs. That's because we need to master, or they haven't been working on mastering the fingerboard. What we're talking about today is triads. Let's just jump right into it. 3-note chord. 1, 3, 5. Those are scale degrees. C, E, G. First inversion. I simply started on the 3rd and played E, G, C. Second inversion, start on the 5th. G, C, E. Good. Now don't turn the video off here going, I know all of that. Well, let's learn to play it fluently all over the instrument. Here's a simple little practice routine that has worked wonders, absolute wonders for my students who will practice this stuff. Their control and knowledge and just confidence on the fingerboard it blossoms by doing this. Let's play the C major triad from your lowest note to your highest note. So C, E, G, the lowest note of that triad on our fingerboard would be an E. So E, G, C. Then we play the next inversion. G, C, E. Then the next inversion. C, E, G. And so forth. Now, the rule that we want to follow, though, is that we want to move up the fingerboard in a diagonal fashion. Don't do what I just did, and then you're stuck trying to go up here. No, we want to work diagonally across the fingerboard. Just notice where your 12th fret is, and you want to pass the 12th fret, typically about on the D string maybe. Watch, I'll do it once. Now in this bass, I don't have any higher notes. If you've got a 24 fret bass, go up one more. E, and then E, C, E, G. Back down. Now, if you'll notice, I didn't go down the same way that I went up the fingerboard. There's a number of different possibilities here. A few rules at this point, it'll change later on, but simply play one finger per fret and try not to do too much of this kind of stuff where you're really jumping around. You might have to do a little bit of that. Again, diagonal across the fingerboard. And only by practicing this a whole bunch will you start to realize the fingering that feels best, that perhaps has economy of motion, and it's sort of, that feels good to me. Because there's a few possibilities. But again, understand, there's only really 3 shapes. This one, and this one. Like I know, we could do this and call that a shape, but that's not what we're talking about. So let me repeat that, and I'll do it non-stop this time. I did a couple of different shifts on different fingers just so you could see it. Now, that's the key of C. Next one, key of F. Ah, we have the root as the lowest note. And our highest note on this instrument with that F triad is the C. Again, if you have higher frets, you can obviously go higher. Back down. Whoa, mistake. Cycle of fourths, next key, B flat. Lowest note in a B flat triad on this instrument is the F. Little stretch there. Next key, E flat. Lowest note on this bass in an E flat triad is a G. A flat. Ah, here's the root. There's the lower notes here don't fit an A flat triad. Again there. Messing it up. Ah, there it is. Next key in the cycle fourth is D flat major. Oh, part of that triad is an F. G flat major triad. And so forth, all around the cycle of fourths. I'll add a little video at the end of this of some of my students playing this real smooth and real fast so you can see it. Again, the hard part might be that you just, having a hard time figuring out the fingering. Or, trust me, it might be a little bit hard for you just to find the notes of those triads. Just like all good practicing, the key is not understanding it. Of course, you have to start practicing it, but the key is being able to play it. In all of music, if you can't play it well, you don't know it. And it's a very difficult thing for young students. I just finished at Berkeley teaching the 5-week program with all 14, 15, and 16, and a few 17-year-old students. The challenge for the young students is believing that these simple, fundamental, slow tasks will actually benefit you long term, will actually turn into anything playable. They will. Having command of the instrument is what it's all about. Think of it this way. If we master the instrument, don't you think music's going to be a lot easier to play? Any style of music? I think I'll repeat that little story that a student once said when I was talking about scales and arpeggios and triads. He said, and I quote, he said, "Jim, I'd just rather play in a good blues band." And I said, "Now hold it here. Do you mean if I have more chops than you, I can't play in a blues band? What's going to keep you from playing the blues band?" He said, "Well, you know what I mean. I just want to groove." And I said, "Let's hold it here again. If you develop more physical technique on the instrument, you can't groove as well?" No, the opposite is true. The more control you have of the instrument, the freer you are to groove, to relax, to be creative, to do whatever you want to do. Good fundamental technique practice daily, forever, will allow you to build this foundation like the iceberg and become as good a musician as you want. I guarantee it. Let's go to that little video now.